Hello, Junk Wax investor community. Hope you're ready for some vintage non-sports cards. I put together a top 15 list of non-sports vintage cards that sold on eBay in the last 2 weeks. A pretty awesome list, but make sure you stay tuned to the end as well because I got some great bonus cards that you don't want to miss. Let's not waste any more time and get right into it.
Alright, before we get started, it was brought to my attention by one of the viewers that I missed a couple cards in the last non-sports video. The buyer had purchased these cards and he believed that they should have made the top 15, and he was correct. I definitely did miss them. I looked into it and I realized how I missed them. I will explain it later. However, let's check out the cards. First up, from 1888, we have an N472 GB Miller Presidents of President Abraham Lincoln, graded to PSA 2. It was a fixed price sale for $2,400. That is a Pop 1 in a PSA 2 slab, and there's none graded higher. And the second card was another President Abraham Lincoln card. This one, a 1940 R116 Independent Candy Company, and that was a fixed price sale for $1,600. That's a Pop 1, and there's only one higher graded 5, so two awesome Abraham Lincoln cards. So thanks for pointing that out. If anybody else ever thinks that I missed something or saw some awesome cards that they thought should be included into these videos, let me know. Send me an email. Every way to contact me is in the description below. So what happened was, with my eBay account, I have two different shipping addresses depending on what I buy. I am based in Canada, so shipping into Canada a lot of times is pretty expensive. So I have a US address where I get shipped cards and stuff to my ComC mailbox, and then I'll consolidate them there and I'll ship them back as one whole package. But sometimes when I buy boxes and magazines and stuff, it's cheaper, especially if I buy it in a lot. I just get it shipped to my house. And if I forget to change my shipping address back to the US based address, sometimes listings that show up or that were sold with no shipping option to Canada apparently don't get included in the search results when I do my search results searches. So I got to make sure that I switch that back so I can miss cards. If you catch something that I missed, please let me know. But now that I'm aware of this, I will make sure that I am checking to make sure that I have the right address on there. Anyway, let's get back into the list. In the 15th spot, from 1992 Marvel Masterpieces, we have the Wolverine vs. Sabretooth Battle Spectra, graded gem in PSA 10. That was a best offer sale for $1,399.99. And a gem mint slab, it's a pop of only 23. In the 14th spot, from 1966 Batman, we have the Riddler, graded mint PSA 9. That was a best offer sale for $1,500. It is a pop of only 40 in a mint slab, and there's only there's only 7 higher graded gem mint 10s. In the 13th spot, from 1990 Marvel Universe, we have Galactus, graded gem in PSA 10. This card sold at auction for $1,515. That was a pretty big sale. It's a pop of 21 in a gem mint slab. In the number 12 spot, from 1969 Topps Wacky Ads, we have the Good and Empty, the Between Meal Treat that's good for your teeth, graded at PSA 6 and sold at auction for $1,525. It's a pop of 8 in a PSA 6 slab. There's 8 graded high, with highs being 3 mint 9s. In the 11th spot, from 1966 Marvel Superheroes, we have Next Time I'll Fly the Kite, graded near mint PSA 8, and it's sold at auction for $1,530. It's a pop of 22 in a PSA 8 slab. There's 11 graded higher, with the highest being 2 gem mint 10s. In the number 10 spot, from 1959 The Three Stooges, we have They Went That Away, graded mint PSA 9, sold at auction for $1,540.15. That is a pop of 11 in a mint slab, and there's none graded higher. Moving on, we have a tie for the 8th spot. First up, from 1985 Topps Garbage Pail Kids Series 1, we have the Atom Bomb Glossy sticker, graded mint PSA 9, and it's sold at auction for $1,775. It's a pop of 64 in a mint slab, and there's 17 higher graded gem mint 10s. Also in that 8th spot, from the 1959 Fleer, The Three Stooges, we have the You Can't Keep Your Money in Your Shoes and Walk at the Same Time with a checklist back, graded near mint mint plus PSA 8.5, and is sold at auction for $1,775. That's a pop 1. There's only 10 graded higher, with the highest being 2 gem mint 10s. So it looks like these checklist backs, there are 3 different cards that have that variation, or that back variation, and they seem to be more rare than the regular variation. The pops are a bit lower. In the number 7 spot, we're going to stick with the 1959 Fleer, The Three Stooges, this time for You Won't Fool Anybody with That Haircut, also with a checklist back. This is the second of the 3. Graded near mint PSA 7, is sold at auction for $1,776. It's a pop of 8 in a near mint 7 slab. There's 14 graded higher, with the highest being only 3 mint 9s. In the number 6 spot, from 1966 Marvel Superheroes, we have the She's Always Hiding the Soap card, graded mint PSA 9, sold at auction for $1,825. In a mint 9 slab, it's a pop of 4, and there's none graded higher. In the number 5 spot, from 1940 Superman Gum Ink, we have the Superman Wolves at Bay card, graded near mint PSA 7. That was a best offer sale for $1,850. It's a pop at 10 and a near mint slab. There's 6 graded higher, with the highest being 5 PSA 8s. In the number 4 spot, from 1959 Fleer, The Three Stooges, we have the 3rd checklist back. This one's the Curly. The first thing a fighter must learn is how to get into the ring. Graded near mint mint PSA 8, sold at auction for $1,913. It's a pop of only 8 in a near mint mint slab. There's only 3 graded higher, with the highest being 2 mint 9s.
All right, time to see what we have in the top 3. But before we do, just a quick reminder, if you need any hobby supplies, check out BCW Supplies. There's a link in the description box below. Use the code JUNKWAX10 and save 10% on your order.
In the 3rd spot, from 1962 Mars Attacks, we have The Invasion Begins, card number 1, graded PSA 6, and was a fixed price sale for $2,000. It's a pop of 54. In a PSA 6 slab, there are 76 graded higher, with the highest being 1 mint 9. In the number 2 spot, from 1933 R73 Indian Gum, we have Elkasay, chief of the White Mountain Apache tribe, graded a near mint PSA 7. It was a fixed price sale for $2,050. It's a pop of 5 in a PSA 7 slab, and there's only 2 higher graded near mint mint PSA 8s. And top of the list, in the number 1 spot, from 1940 Gum Inc., we have Superman card number 1. In raw condition, was a fixed price sale for $3,650. That's a big sale for a raw card. This is the type of cards that eBay authentication guarantee really comes into play with. Makes it a little bit more comfortable when you're buying something like this, because you know that it will be authenticated before you get it. Alright, that's it for the top 15. Let me know in the comments below which ones of those were your favorite cards. Also, you can comment on the 2 little bonus Abraham Lincoln cards that we had on there. Thanks again to the viewer for bringing those to our attention, and we will get right into our bonus listings. But before we do, please take a quick second and hit that like button. First up, we have an N342 Between the Axe and Bravo cigarette card of Oscar Wilde. In raw condition, sold at auction for $394. Great description on this card by the seller. I like the type of transparency when you're listing a card like this. Seller says it's in authentic condition, no creases, light surface and edge wear, evidence of a slight trim or miscut at the upper right corner, which you can clearly see from the picture. The rest of the card measures correctly to the American Tobacco Card's price guide dimensions. However, very transparent. And great job pointing that out. It's a beautiful looking card besides that one minor flaw. So I believe I found the right one. Listed in PSA's pop report is listed as an 1880 N342, and the Oscar Wilde is a pop of 3. There's only been 3 of them graded. There's a PSA 2, 3, and 4. No sales on record. From 1984, Topps Michael Jackson Series 1. We have the Thriller album, graded gem in PSA 10. That was a best offer sale for $380. And a gem mint slab, it's a pop 1. That's the first sale on record we have for this card. Pretty neat to read the back here. Thriller, first album to hold #1 spot for a pop album, pop single, R&B album, and R&B single categories all at the same time. From 1988, Dinosaurs Attack. We have the Animal Wars card, graded gem in PSA 10. What an oddball card here. And it's sold at auction for $78. And a gem mint slab, it's a low pop of only 2. Where would you even find these cards? I definitely don't remember them, and I was collecting in 88. But I don't think I would have bought them anyway. I was more focused on baseball, and any money that I had went to baseball cards. From 1969, Victoria Vedette Parade, we have a Dustin Hoffman graded PSA 8. That was a fixed price sale for $325. It is a pop of only 2 and a near mint 8 slab, and there's none graded higher. From 1977-78, we have a Star Wars sugar-free gum wrapper unfolded with Princess Leia, graded gem mint PSA 10. Sold at auction for $1,000. And a gem mint slab, it is a low pop of only 2. From 1964, Outer Limits, we have Man from Tomorrow, graded near mint PSA 7, sold at auction for $89. It's a pop of 27 in a PSA 7 slab. There are 16 graded higher, with the highest being 2 mint 9s. From 1977 Star Wars, we have a Darth Vader Inspects the Throttled Ship, graded gem in PSA 10, sold at auction for $898. That is a gem mint slab pop of only 33. Got a few Darth Vader cards on here in this list. Stay tuned. From 1940 Gum Inc., we have a Lone Ranger card #1, a Silver Bullet Stops a Hanging, graded a PSA 6 and is sold at auction for $839. It is a pop of only 11 in a PSA 6 slab, and there's actually only 2 higher graded near mint 7s, so tough to find these in high grade. From 1990 Marvel Universe, we have Brotherhood of Evil Mutants with Magneto, Scarlet Witch, and Quicksilver, graded gem in PSA 10. This card sold at auction for $1,125. And a gem mint slab, it's a low pop of only 33. These Impel Marvel Universe cards, especially the lower pop ones, have been selling really strong lately. From 1992 Star Picks Saturday Night Live, we have Wayne and Garth from Wayne's World, graded gem in PSA 10, sold at auction for $93. And a gem mint slab, it's a low pop of only 3. From 1985 Kellogg's Canada, we have a Back to the Future card #6 with Marty and his mom, plus a game piece and original wrapper, which you might as well just throw it away. It's already open. In raw condition, sold at auction for $51.38. From 1952 Watford Film Stars, we have a Marlon Brando graded PSA 8 and is sold at auction for $59.76. It is a pop of only 4 in a near mint 8 slab, and there's only 4 higher graded mint 9s. From 2001 Topps Star Wars Evolution, we have a Darth Vader autograph card, autographed by James Earl Jones, in raw condition, sold at auction for $1,137. How awesome is this card? From 1936 Mitchell & Son Gallery of 35, we have a Shirley Temple graded mint PSA 9. This card sold at auction for $71.87. It is a pop of only 13 in a mint slab, and there's only 1 higher graded gem mint 10. From 1994 Marvel Flair, we have a Moon Knight, graded a pristine CGC 10. This card sold at auction for $46. So for CGC, which is the trading card, and I guess the grade non-sports trading cards in CGC instead of CSG. The CGC grading scale is similar to the older CSG grading scale, as Gem Mint is a 9.5, and then they have a Pristine 10, and then there's also a Perfect 10. So here you get a Pristine 10 copy, sold for $46. From 1934, Carrera's Film Stars. We have a Laurel and Hardy graded near mint PSA 8 and sold at auction for $96. It's a pop 11. There's 29 graded higher with the highest being 9 Gem Mint 10s. From 2001, Panini Harry Potter. We have a Harry Potter sticker graded Gem Mint SGC 10 and sold at auction for $290.77. In a Gem Mint SGC tuxedo slab, it's a pop of 15, and there's no higher graded gold labels. From 1968, Donruss Flying Nun. We have the Easy Way to Raise the Flag, graded mint PSA 9, sold at auction for $47.56. That's a pop 8 in a mint slab, and there's 3 higher graded Gem Mint 10s. Up next, we have a 1992 Topps Jurassic Park, complete box of 36 packs, and sold at auction for $56. That'd be a fun one to open. I haven't seen too many of these slabbed, but I mean, Jurassic Park's a pretty big franchise now, and it was definitely a hit when it first came out too. From 1974, the $6 Million Man, we have Steve the Human Jack, graded mint PSA 9, sold at auction for $195.50. It's a pop 4 in a mint slab, and there's none graded higher. From 1981, Panini Discorama, we have a Marilyn Monroe graded gem in PSA 10. This card sold at auction for $95. It is a pop of only 2 in a gem mint slab. From 1980, we have a Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back Hershey Mr. Goodbar box with the Darth Vader collector card uncut. So a complete box here with an uncut Darth Vader card. Pretty awesome in raw condition. Sold at auction for $78.51. What's the verdict? Do you cut the card and submit it for grading, or do you grade the whole box? It's pretty awesome to have the whole box, kind of. But that would be one monster slab. And we're going to finish it up here from 2000 Inkworks, the Simpsons 10th anniversary set. We have the complete 5-card autograph set in raw condition. It was a fixed price sale for $900. So you get all 5 autograph cards here. You get Yeardley Smith, voice of Lisa Simpson, Dan Castellaneta, voice of Homer, Grandpa Simpson, Krusty the Clown, Groundskeeper Willie, and many, many more according to the card. You got Harry Shearer, voice of Montgomery Burns, Smithers, Ned Flanders, Principal Skinner, and also many, many more. Nancy Cartwright, autograph, voice of Bart Simpson, Nelson, Todd Flanders, Ralph Wiggum, and Kearney. And Marsha Wallace, voice of Edna Krabappel. Pretty awesome to have the whole 5-card set. Alright, that's it for the video. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite cards were. Also, if you have a quick second, please hit that like button. Truly appreciate the support. As always, enjoy the rest of your day and keep collecting. Thank you.